Hey guys, it's Amy. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am back with another sit-down video, as you can see. Today I'm going to be talking about why I transferred schools. So a lot of you may not know, but I transferred from Pace University to Montclair State University. Before I start this video, if you haven't subscribed yet, please go do that because I'll be posting a lot more college videos in the future, as well as other videos that don't pertain to college or school. So if you guys want to stick around for those, make sure to subscribe and turn on that notification bell. So during my senior year, I applied to 5 colleges. Pace was my top choice and I got in. The reason why I chose Pace was because I knew that being in the city, it would bring me many opportunities for my future. So I know what you guys might be thinking. Amy, why did you transfer if Pace was your top school? And why would you transfer if Pace had so many opportunities for you? Well, here is my reason why. There are many factors that led me to decide to transfer, but there was one big reason why I chose to leave the school. So I always thought I wanted to go to school in the city, but at the same time, I wanted to get the real college experience where the college has a traditional campus where like everything is so close to one another. Since Pace University is located in New York City, there is no real campus. It's kind of just tall buildings everywhere. To be honest, when I was there, I wasn't sure if I liked it as much because, as I said earlier, I did want a school that had a traditional campus, but at the same time I wanted to be in city because of the opportunities. And another thing was I didn't dorm. So I live in New Jersey. I have grandparents who live maybe 10 minutes away from Pace University, and it's a 10-minute walk, not like 10 minutes on the subway. It's literally 10 minutes walking, not even. Maybe you can make it in 5 minutes, honestly. So I lived with them for my first semester. Living with them was a little difficult. So if you guys don't know, I'm Chinese. I have very traditional Chinese grandparents, meaning they are very overprotective of me and they get worried a lot, especially when it comes to me. Because I am a girl, there really isn't much that I can do to make them not worried about me. During my time at Pace, I was catcalled so many times, I honestly lost count. It made me so uncomfortable, and sometimes I would get too scared to walk by myself, which is what I would normally do going to school, going back home. I would always walk by myself. There were only a few times when I had some of my friends walk me home because I was too scared to walk by myself. Honestly, the main reason why I transferred school was because I lacked the college experience. Looking back at it now, I wished I went on college tours because I didn't go to a single one when I was in high school. Which brings me to, if you're a junior or senior, please go on college tours because they will help you learn about the schools that you're applying to more than what the internet can tell you, because you can see what it's like inside. You can get a feel of the environment, and that was something that I didn't get to experience. And I kind of just went to the school and was like, okay, let's just wing it, you know, like let's just see what it's like inside once I apply there and once school starts. For the schools that I applied to, I chose the schools based off their reputation, I guess, from what other people have said about them online, what programs are good, like that kind of stuff. But again, I've never been on the tour, so I never got to get the real insider of what the school is like. Before I get into more detail about why I left, I just want to say that Pace is not a bad school. Okay, I am not making this video so I can tell you how bad Pace is. That is not the case here. I think every school has its flaws. Not all schools are perfect, and Pace definitely has its flaws that I didn't personally like. But academic-wise, Pace is not a bad school. I did enjoy some of my time there, but there were times where I didn't. So please don't get the wrong idea that I'm telling you that you shouldn't go to Pace. For those who do plan on going and have gone in, I am not trying to say that at all. For me, Pace wasn't for me. Even though it was my top school, I was unhappy there, and I knew that if I left, I would be way happier. So again, this is just my personal opinion on why I left the school and why it didn't work for me. Yes, I said before that Pace wasn't a bad school academic-wise, but I guess it's just for some people. For me, I didn't feel challenged enough. And also like the school itself kind of gave me this high school vibe, which isn't what I wanted. And another thing that I didn't like about Pace was the cafeteria. The cafeteria is small for the amount of people that go to Pace. Even though Pace is considered like a small school, the cafeteria is really small. Like once you go into the there's two entrances going into the caf, one like in the front, one in the back. The caf has like its main area, and then they also have a Starbucks, but that's really it. And another thing is, like, since you're in the city, the food is a little more expensive. Like I remember there was this roll of sushi, I forgot what it was called, but it was like $13 for like 8 pieces. I was like, this is so ridiculous. So because I didn't dorm, I was a commuter. Commuter plans are $250 per semester. I think you can add more money to it if you finish that. I don't remember. I never did. Honestly, I was trying to make it last the whole semester. So every time I went to the cafeteria, I would honestly just get salads because... Oh yeah, another thing. There's like this one section where you kind of just like put food. It's like buffet style where you kind of put your food in like your tray or whatever, and then they would weigh it. And however much it weighs, it'll have like a price and then you pay for it. And so I was like, this is definitely weird. Like I've never seen this before. Like it wasn't like a fixed price. The buffet style were based off of how much it weighed. So as for my personal reasons for why I left, I don't want to go into too much detail because some of them are very, very personal, but I'm just going to keep it short for you guys. So I found myself studying a lot, and a lot of times I felt very alone. Even though I did have a couple of friends around me, I just felt really lonely. Making friends for me was very hard because I didn't dorm. In my personal opinion, I think everyone who plans on going to college should at least get the dorming experience, even if it's not for like a year, maybe a semester even, because that's how you can make friends in just a couple of days, and you can learn so much about your school just by living on campus. Yes, dorming can get expensive depending on what school you go to, but I think, in my personal opinion, the money is definitely worth it. The experience is definitely something you can't ever experience again once you're done with college. So I definitely suggest dorming if you can get the chance to. So yeah, for me, making friends was hard. I probably only had like 10 friends and maybe less than 5 really close ones. I had a couple friends that were commuters, so I didn't get to see them often, only when they had class. And for the friends that dorm, it was nice because I sometimes got to go to the dorm and just hang out with them. I think Pace has 4 dorms. Maria's Tower. Oh my god, why am I drawing a blank on this?
A few moments later.
Beekman. Oh my god. And then we have John Street, right? Yeah. Why can't I remember? Is it John Street? Broadway? Okay, yeah. Broadway, John Street, Beekman, and Maria's Tower. Yeah. I think those are the only 4 dorms. If you're watching and you go to Pace, please correct me. I honestly don't remember. And then with my situation with my grandparents, like if I was staying in the school late meaning like 9 to 10, which is honestly not that late in my opinion. Late for me would be like 12. But that's just me. Usually I would be home by 7 because that's when I have dinner. But when I don't go home for dinner, they would constantly call me asking me when I would go home. And my grandma would be like, Amy, I am not eating until you come home. And I'm just like, and it's already 9 and I'm like, oh my god. You know, I feel like that just put a lot of stress and pressure on me. And I was staying school late just to study because I found studying at home very stressful. Because my grandparents can be very stressful sometimes, and the environment that I was living in, I honestly didn't like it. I'm just gonna tell you one thing. When my grandparents talk, they sound like they're like yelling at each other. They're so loud. Oh my god, Chinese grandparents or Chinese traditional people are so loud when they're talking in Chinese. Another thing was that I felt secluded from a lot of stuff, and I didn't really have a social life. I think after going to college, I realized how much of an extrovert I was, or I am, because growing up, I literally lived an introvert. Like, life. I didn't go out and hang out with friends. I mostly helped my parents in the restaurant, just working. Deep down, I knew I was an extrovert. I just wanted to be with people and just be very social, okay? So yeah, I knew that going to college, I would have some freedom, but I knew that going to PACE, I wouldn't have that much of a freedom because I was still being monitored by my grandparents. But once I transferred, oh my god, I had the best time of my life. So yeah, those are kind of my reasons why I left, and let's just say that I just wasn't adjusting well when I went to PACE. So when I told my parents that I wanted to transfer, there was a lot of questioning about why I wanted to leave when PACE was the school that I really wanted to go to. For my mom, she thought transferring was a very bad idea for me, but honestly, it was the best decision I made in my entire life. So this is my advice for people who are iffy about their school and might be thinking of transferring, or just maybe having a lot of question about if this is the right school for them. You want to go to a school that is going to make you happy. You don't want to go to a school that is going to make you sad, miserable, and just all those bad negative feeling. For however many years you're going to be going to school for. College is where you get to meet new people, experience things you never experienced before, and you want to go to the school that will give you those things. When I was deciding which school I wanted to transfer, it was a very hard decision. I was very indecisive, but ultimately, long story short, I ended up going to Montclair State University. I chose Montclair State because it gave me things that PACE couldn't give to me, like the dorm life, like the traditional campus, overall the college experience. In one semester of being at Montclair State, I got to experience so many new things. I met so many new people, and I just had opportunities that just came my way and I took them. In my first semester of being at PACE, I literally did nothing. It was mostly just school. I just focused myself on school. When I went to Montclair State for my second semester, I actually had a social life. I did so many things, and I even did things I never thought I would do in my life. But also studying, so have fun, but also focus on your schoolwork too. Do your schoolwork first and then have fun, okay? If you watched any of my college videos, one of the biggest thing I got to experience was going on GMA Pinoy TV with some of my friends from a Filipino club that I joined. It's called Mufasa. If you guys want to know how I got this opportunity, I will leave a link in the description down below, or you can wait till the end of the video and I'll just have it there for you guys and you can just click on it. Then there's another club that I joined. It's called UASO. It stands for Unified Asian American Student Organization. Oh my god. Okay, last time I said this in my College Week in My Life video, I actually got it wrong. I said association instead of organization. Unified Asian American Student Association. Oh my god, that was dumb. But yeah, that's what it means. So yeah, it's an Asian club. I have so much love for UASO and Mufasa. The people there are just so welcoming. Everyone is so nice. Within like a couple of days of just being at Montclair State, I was friends with literally everyone there. So my best friend and I, her name is Amy. You've probably seen her in some of my videos by now. But we've been friends for almost 10 years now. So we met in 3rd grade, which is when I first moved to New Jersey. And when I was moving to Illinois, I know. Honestly, I don't even know why we moved there, because we were literally there for like a year and then we came back to New Jersey. When I moved, I told her that one day we will reconnect, we'll reunite one day by going to the same college. At first it didn't happen because I went to PACE, but then it did because I transferred. So yeah, she was definitely one of the reasons why I kind of chose Montclair State, because I visited once before I decided to transfer. I was indecisive about the school at first, but I decided to give it another chance, and that is when I applied, went to orientation, and then I just fell in love. Like the second time I was there for my orientation, I fell in love. I just love the campus. It's so beautiful. So yeah, I want to give UASO Mufasa a shout out. I love you guys so dearly. Thank you for making my first semester at Montclair State the best semester. So for those of you who are watching and are planning on going to Montclair State, or maybe transferring to Montclair State, please comment down below because I want to know why you chose Montclair State. Also, for my fellow Asians, if you're going to Montclair, if you're looking for an Asian community to connect with, Mufasa and Yuaso are honestly the best. If you're not Asian, you can definitely join any of these clubs. Mufasa is mostly a Filipino club where you can learn about Filipino culture, and then the Asian club is kind of for any Asians out there. Like, there's so many different kind of Asian. We have Vietnamese, we have Korean, Chinese, Filipino. What else? I'm trying to think. But yeah, there's definitely more. Also, I forgot to mention, when I transferred, I also changed majors. At Pace, I was studying communication studies, and then when I transferred, I decided to go into business administration with a concentration in finance. To be honest with you, going to finance wasn't really my idea. I didn't really want to do that, but my parents kind of convinced me to go into it because they were telling me how if I had a job in that industry or that field, I would be stable with my job. For the people who are close to me and don't know that, I'm a goody two shoes, okay? I listen to my parents. I'm not really a rebel. I said not really. Sometimes I'm a rebel, but not really. But, you know, I kind of went with it, and I told myself, like, okay, if I end up liking it, I'll stick with it. If I don't like it, I'm changing it. I think I'm gonna wrap up this video. All I have to say is I am so happy where I am right now. I love Montclair State. It has a really nice atmosphere. Everyone is so welcoming. Even like the vibe of the school is very welcoming. Feel free to ask me any questions regarding Pace University, Montclair State University, or about college in general, and hopefully I can help you answer these questions. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and don't forget to give it a big thumbs up if you liked it, and I'll see you guys next time.